Oh, sure. That was a really good experience for our guys. I thought that we gained a lot from playing against a pretty well-coached team, smart team. And the style that they play is like Northern Iowa, Drake in our league, and that's really why we decided to give our guys a taste of that. And it's one of those deals where I thought we did a lot of good things, especially statistically wise, and it's a good exhibition game for our guys. And I never thought that we were, in trouble or we were going to run away. I mean, it's exactly what you want whenever you have a schedule like we have, whenever you have a roster like we have, so many moving parts and lineups. It's really this is a really good game for us, and obviously we got to get better. But I think everybody in the country's got to get better. But we will be fine, and I do think we'll shoot it a little better than we did tonight. But I think the lesson that our team is going to have to learn throughout the year is you got to win with stops and rebounds. You're not going to win with talent and scoring and all that. So we're really happy about that. So other than that, go ahead.
Yeah, you go in halftime with just a 2-point lead. What wasn't working in the first half that you guys came out and changed for the second half?
Well, I think, we settled for a lot of jump shots, and our guys can make them. I mean, the guys that were missing them are really good shooters and scorers, Lamont, Keandre, and even Isaiah. I mean, those guys make shots all the time, and I just think we settled sometimes, and then obviously, this is a big opportunity for Washington, and I think that they came out and made some good plays, and they're so well coached. You see they run that motion, they're cutting, getting easy baskets sometimes, and we're so much bigger. We didn't guard the ball very well, so we just trying to let the dust settle into the game, which I thought was I anticipated that, but just offensively, the reason the game was so close is because we decided to go jack up outside shots when we were 9 of 11 every time we got 2 feet in the paint. So. It was just an easy fix at halftime. Some guys still decided to come out in the second half and test their luck there, but they have to. And Lamont's going to have to make some shots, and Cook's going to have to make some shots, and Isaiah's going to have to make some shots. Tyree's going to have to make some shots. So it was just a good test.
Like defensively in that first half, it seemed like they were getting some good looks.
Yeah, they were getting some easy baskets, and a lot of that has to do with a lack of communication, something that's very fixable. As well as sprinting back. Again, they had a great scheme. They did a good job of getting behind us, and what I mean by that is against our press, they flash from the back, which is hard for us to pick up, especially smaller players. And they're smart and well coached, and they did some good things, right? And we just had to make an adjustment. We didn't press in the second half because, they're just moving around like water bugs. You just can't keep up with them, and we actually played smaller than what we're going to play. So, no, we had to switch it up a little bit because they just kind of getting loose, and they did a good job.
Surprise scratch tonight. Gage came out in crutches. What can you say about that?
Yeah, he is out at the moment, and he's basically got an injury that we'll reevaluate weekly, and whenever he's ready to go, we'll get him back out there. And I think with that situation, we're a little bit fortunate that he doesn't quite have an injury, but he has a symptom that leads to an injury, right? And we just don't want him to be injured prior to really January, to be honest. Now, I'm not saying he's sitting out to January, but we want Gage to be 100% after Christmas for sure. And we're just, again, like precaution. Like Ford didn't play tonight, could have played. Ritter didn't play tonight, could have played. Engage, if it was February, would have played tonight. So it makes zero sense for us to play these guys this early in the season with the type of injuries they have, with the type of non-league grind that we're about to go into.
What is it?
Well, I don't want to say what his is quite yet because it's in the early stages, but when the time is right, I'll be more than happy to share what it is.
When did that materialize? Because he played Saturday down the stretch.
Yeah, Gage is the toughest kid on the team. And like I said, he could play through it. So in terms of being diagnosed, it materialized yesterday. But it's something that he's been playing with now, we know, for about a month. And he's just a tough kid. And so he'll be fine, but it makes zero sense for us to run the risk of playing him at the current moment. But again, if it was February, we've been out there for sure. And he would not have settled for 3-point shots, right? He would have tried to lay it in the basket.
Tell us about your coaching stool.
Yeah, so you know, I'm a young guy, Art, you know, you can relate to that, right? And I normally squat,
Yeah.
and my wife thought that my knees were gonna really struggle, you know, if I did that my whole coaching career. So at shoot-around today, one of our managers was walking out with all those stools that our players sit on. I said, how many of those things do we have? He said 6 or 7. I said, let me get one. And we didn't know if it was against the rules or whatever. Then somebody goes, well, Bobby Huggins does one. I said, well, hell, I ain't Bobby Huggins, right? So I put it out there. They didn't say anything, so I used it. And then I'll probably use it. And I feel great, you know. My knees feel great.
Are you worried about your knees, or?
No, but again, it's like I treat injuries, precaution, right? I don't want to be injured, so I don't do it, right?
Tyree Dixon, he looked really aggressive tonight, 2 of 11, 7 assists. Is that the kind of aggression you want to see out of him, or you kind of want to
I mean, we want him to be aggressive for sure. We want him to be a guy that the other team has to respect in terms of a defensive standpoint. I thought he controlled our team. We turned over maybe 10 times, 11. Spencer Brown's last turnover was so bad, but no, I think he was pretty much under control for the most part. He's a tough guy, you know. He's a pretty good layup maker. He's going to get better at it. I was pleased with him. He almost had a triple-double, didn't he? 7 rebounds, 9 points, and 7 assists and 3 turnovers. If you told me that's what he was going to do every night, I'd sign up for that. I mean, maybe a point or 2 more, and an assist or 2 more, but you get a guy averaging 10 and 8. It's pretty good.
Anything else for Coach? Secondary ball handlers, something you've kind of been trying to look for tonight. Who'd you like tonight in that role?
Well, the only guy that played significant time to evaluate is Hall, and at the current moment, he is our secondary ball handler, and Ford Cooper eventually will be. But I'd have to watch the tape. I don't think Hawley turned it over. Maybe he did a couple times. He was a little loose there. 3 assists, 1 turnover. I thought he was okay. And now this team, they don't pressure you, right? They just sag in there. So it's hard to get a real evaluation. But no, that's if we had some, we've got a lot of concerns, but that's one of our main concerns is the secondary ball handling. And we may have to do it by committee. I don't know, but we'll figure something out.
Isaiah and Jamonte, they got some good time in tonight.
Yeah.
But what do you like from them? And do you feel like there's any youth, just stage being new for them at all tonight?
Well, I mean, I think it was their first game under the lights. I think both of them, from a defensive standpoint, they have a long way to go to catch up. They're both not overly athletic, so they're going to have to really understand how to defend at this level. Offensively, I think they're both gifted. I think Zay maybe struggled from the field a little bit tonight, but he's a really, really good, gifted offensive player. But no, I mean, you can tell they're freshmen. I mean, they had a different look to them. But it's just part of the process. You know, I think it's important that everybody, I know everyone's excited about the team, but it's a process. You know, you're just not good. You know, I wish they showed up to campus and were just good, but kind of got to groove them, you know, and they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Tulio and Keandre seem to kind of lead you guys tonight.
Yeah, they should.
Is that something that we should expect early on, just especially as more guys try to get comfortable and then continue through the course?
Early on, you should expect that all year. Tulio, Silva, and Keandre Cook, yeah, they're good players. I don't know about just early on. I mean, they better lead us all year if we're going to be any good. Seniors, they know the system. I think they're the ones on all your posters, aren't they, Rick?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah, they better do something.
I don't know if they're the ones that should, or other guys going to have to come along, or they have to be the main guys early on.
The whole team's got to come along. I don't know if we got main guy. We have a team that everybody needs to come along. We've got good depth and good skill set across the board. I don't know if it's anybody's certain team, but yeah, Keandre Cook and Tulio De Silva, if you play 29 minutes and 29 minutes, yeah, you got to produce, yeah. But if you play 9 minutes, like Darian Scott, you got to produce. So, I mean, I think everybody's got their role. But, no, I'd be upset if Tulio and Keandre Cook weren't leading the charge, if that makes any sense. But no, we got a lot of solid players. Yeah. All right, thank you guys. Happy Halloween.
Tulio, you guys come out kind of slow in the first half. Just what kind of changed in the second half, and what was going on in the first half?
Just more energy. We came out, we just started up really slow, not getting rebounds and stuff like that. So second half, we just adjusted a little bit, and I mean, we fixed it, I guess. And we just, I mean, I'm just glad we got it done in the first game.
Keandre, kind of same question.
Oh yeah, we didn't come out with a lot of energy. We kind of started off slow, but second half we knew we had to pick it up, crash the boards more, and just come out with more energy and just play together more.
Yeah, just what you kind of like, and you guys are the main returners right now, just what you kind of like from, who stood out to you from your new teammates?
I think everybody did pretty well. Everybody showed a little piece of what they can do. It's like an exhibition game, so everybody's just getting out there. We finally get to play against different teams and not against each other.
And just what is Tyreek kind of like as a point guard? He just seemed really aggressive tonight, and some nice one-handed passes across the court. Just he seems to be a pretty flashy player and aggressive as well.
He's a really good point guard. He get his team involved. He gonna find you if you open. He's just a real aggressive guard. He's like a two-way player.
Yeah. You guys know what's coming sometimes when he's when he's starting to whip
You might not be looking. He passes till you look up and ball right there. So yeah, he would definitely find you.
He seems to have a little confidence to him too. I saw a jumper where he kind of gave a little shimmy afterward. Is it something we can kind of expect from him? Just a little bit of swagger out there.
Yeah, you can expect that all season.
Yeah, just you guys got some freshmen around you right now. What kind of would you like from Jamonte and Isaiah tonight?
I mean, they just play all the time, you know, they freshmen, and they just want to show what they can do, and I mean, they were great today.
Do they feel like freshmen to you guys, or when you're out there?
Not really, but they young players. They work hard every day. They willing to learn, and they just trying to bring energy and find their way on the court.
Tulio, you kind of started going to you a little more there in the second half. Was just things kind of easier down low for you there?
Yeah, I started out really slow. I was getting touches, but I was not playing with a lot of energy. But I woke up and I just clicked and just started playing. I mean, not hard, but I just started playing more active and stuff. So I feel like the guards found me and getting down there, and so I could be able to make some plays and stuff.
How much do you two have to feel like you need to lead the team kind of early on here, especially just with so many new pieces around you guys? How much you guys kind of putting it on yourself?
We just trying to bring leadership to the team. We like 2 returners, and we just trying to get all the guys involved and show them what Coach Ford expect and how NBC play going to turn out and stuff.